Hey, good afternoon. How y'all doing? It is Well Red Beard, and it is a damn fine day to talk about a book. We're here for a book review, and today we're going to talk about White Ibis by Wendy Dalrymple, and this is self-published, I believe. Let's see who did that cover, because that cover is pretty damn cool. Cover design by Gemma Moore. That makes sense. A big fan of Gemma's work, art, and writing. I've read quite a few books of hers, but yeah, this is a really cool book. Like, I really liked it. It is very, very short. It's about 68 pages long, I think, and I just really enjoyed it. And I'm gonna see if I can tell you why. So first, let me read the synopsis, and we'll come back around. Obsession lies greed. Obsession, lies, greed. Chelsea is vain, self-absorbed, and driven in life only by want and her obsession with being the best. Even though she is desperate to portray an outwardly perfect image, things are far from perfect at home. One day at yoga class, Chelsea meets a woman named Damaris, who is exactly like her, beautiful, confident, and reaching high to be her best self. Damaris and Chelsea become instant best friends and bond over healthy eating, fitness, and their love of luxury items. As Chelsea's heart hardens toward her boyfriend, her obsession with the enigmatic Damaris only blossoms. As one bad decision turns into another, Chelsea begins to think she is being followed by a white bird. Her new best friend Damaris suggests a girls' weekend in New Orleans, to get away from it all, and Chelsea readily agrees. Unfortunately for Chelsea, it soon becomes clear that she can't run away from her problems, and instead finds herself tumbling headfirst into a downward spiral. So, like, that synopsis didn't like ring to the way that I read the book. Like, I didn't really see her as being like self-absorbed and obsessed and all those things. Like, and I kind of felt that she was kind of like that she wasn't really happy with the way she looked and her weight and things like that. And I may be wrong about that, but like when she met Damaris was like this image of perfection, and the fact that it almost felt like Damaris probably used to be a mean girl, and the fact that Damaris was paying her attention and having lunch with her and sharing smoothies and stuff like that was like a cool thing for Chelsea. Now, I may have got that completely wrong, but some of that stuff, like it almost sounds like it's all Chelsea's fault, and I didn't feel that at all. I mean, she's got a boyfriend at home that she's moved in with, been living with him for a year or something, and he's the shine has worn off, and he's like gaming all the time, playing video games and shit, and she's not really feeling that type of thing. She thought that things would change. She thought he'd get rid of the action figures and the video games. And as a guy who sits here with multiple rooms full of books in this house, maybe I should understand that. Maybe I should understand that why she would want him to get rid of the action figures and things like that. But anyway, I just didn't see her as being like at fault in any way, shape, or form. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really dug this book, and honestly, a couple comparisons came up to me while reading them. One, the fact that I was 30 pages into a story about a woman meeting a new friend at yoga class and sharing, smoothies and health food tips and things like that. And the fact that that's what I was reading, and I was really, really enjoying it. Like, it kind of, it felt a bit like Chad Lutsky. Chad Lutsky sometimes puts me in situations where shouldn't really necessarily, based on who I am or where I'm from or whatever, shouldn't really necessarily care about the simplicity of the plot or whatever, but I do. And I of course, check that up as great writing. I thought the writing in this was great. I didn't see any problems that sometimes you come across with self-publishing. It flowed really, really well for me. So check. Another thing was just the subject matter and where we go with Chelsea. What we kind of come around to. Like I felt oh shit, Sarah Chantlinger's To Be Devoured. Loved that novella. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. The only complaint I have about the book is that I wanted more about one particular part. So she's unhappy with her boyfriend. She's in 3 or 4 times a week yoga class. She meets Damaris. They start bonding. Things at home continue to get out of control as far as her just not really feeling it, but not really having another place to go. She thinks he's cheating. And then the trip to New Orleans. And in New Orleans, after New Orleans, she comes back and things kind of go off the rails. And all the while she, when she first meets Damaris, there's like an IBIS, a white IBIS, and Damaris like actually like picks it up and like it comes to her and it stands on her hand and she's petting it and this and that. And from then on, Chelsea thinks she's being followed by this bird. Like one time she comes out of the yoga class and she's got a flat tire and the bird shit all over her car. And this, so the bird, while a major element, the title and the cover, is present throughout, but it didn't really feel like a huge part. Like well, it does, but anyway. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. But anyway, so what I wanted more was of New Orleans because we go through a almost like a dream sequence of being like it feels like we've been drugged, and there's this like a dream sequence of not really knowing what's going on and seeing things, but at that point we've become a untrustworthy narrator or however you want to put it, and I wanted more of that. Like I wanted more of the why, how, type stuff about New Orleans and about Damaris and about her new friends that we meet and about what happens there. But yeah, and then we come back. We get back from New Orleans and shit is wild. It's got a bit of body horror element to it, a bit of like transformation type element stuff. There's some weird but creepy shit in the tail end of this. I really liked it. I think again, it's short, 68 pages. I think I'm probably going to give it 4 stars. But very impressed. This was a first time read for me. I had never read Wendy's work before. I've got another one here called, I believe, Rosard Park. I'll be getting into it probably in the next couple weeks. But yeah, really, really liked this novella. I thought it was great. And again, cool cover by the fabulous Jim Moore. This has been Well Read Beard. This is my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying all your books, all of them, as much as I am. If not, you're reading the wrong damn books.